I'm still singing the theme song. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Harvest Moon, the Tree of Tranquility. Because that's exactly what this is. I obviously meant... I almost started saying Shining Force, too. I haven't played that game in 2 years. Anyway, welcome back. Last episode, we defeated Jelwyn, saved the Rune creature, and a bunch of other stuff, all before breakfast was over. So that's nice. Yeah, this is actually still technically the same in-game day, which really bothers me when games do that. I mean, I guess in a way it's nice so that we don't lose any time, but I'm like, deal with it, it happens. Be a little realistic in that sense. It's a little weird looking on my TV, because this is the first time I'm playing this game on my new TV, so it looks very different. It's because this TV is widescreen, but like it's stretching the screen out. But you guys won't notice anything because the capture footage is still the same. So anyway, I haven't played this game in probably about a month at the very least. It's probably been longer than that. It probably has been at least a month. Because it was before I bought the television. But, I had so much in advance, I didn't need to record anymore, so I was kind of letting it catch back up, getting some feedback. As of right now, the latest episode went up was episode 91, where we got the Mist Flower, which honestly, as far as I know, because I know I didn't cliffhanger that very well and give you guys a lot of anticipation, and I felt like it would just be kind of stupid and forced if I did. But, like, the game doesn't point you in the direction of that. The only thing that you would ever have the idea of that possibly Mist did that, if at all, is that... You remember the time that she said she found a rare seed somewhere and was growing it. Why suddenly all the other girls could grow it in 3 or 4 days, but Mist Flower took an entire year, or however long it takes, is stupid, in my opinion, but, you know, it is what it is. So I don't even remember how I figured it out the first time I played the game. It was not simple, I don't think. I think I just kind of stumbled upon it wandering by, which is not good game design. Anyway, I'm not sure what exactly we'll do. I'm missing a lot of my HP. What am I missing? Oh, that's that's the hoe. I think that's it is. It's a perforated hoe. Does it look that way on the item screen? It is perforated. Okay, I didn't know that. Hey, Annette! What about saving the world, huh? Oh, I got a letter. Good morning! Okay, get out of my house! Thank you for joining Miss Bianca at her outing. If it pleases you, I'd like Master Rune to join the Little Miss in the future as well. What? What? What are you talking about? I don't know. I haven't played this game in a little while, so I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. This is actually a new record for me for finishing the game. Like, my personal files time to finish it was mid-spring of the second year. So, and my sister never did finish hers because she just saw the end of mine and then she lost motivation because I'm really good at killing the motivation for playing it, I guess. It's a weird thing where these games were bought for my sister, but yet I'm the one who developed the huge interest in the series. It seems a little weird. So now that we've, effectively saved the day, there's not a lot left, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of time left before we can get everything done, but it's a really weird note because there's not a lot of real content left. We have to still finish the, we have to obviously get married, we have to, have children, which will be the longest goals, but there's also the fact that we still have to befriend the townsfolk, there's still stuff we haven't seen in the game. There are 2 optional bosses left in this game, which are not technically post-game. At least I don't think they are. But, like, they're so much stronger than the final boss. They're like the real challenge of the game. There are 2 of them. There's the true boss, or the boss, because you guys haven't seen the first boss of the Ice Ruins. But there's the true boss of the Ice Ruins, because the Ice Ruins continue past Floor 3, or wherever floor we found Jelwyn's base at. And then there's the beast that Whale Island spoke of to us that said that we needed a thrashing. There's a boss in Whale Island that we have to defeat. So there's a total of, what, 5 bosses in the game, 4 of which are rematchable. Yeah, you can go to, like, using these portals, you can go to any boss that you've beaten before, you can rematch them, where they've become much stronger, and you have to be smarter to do it. Heck, I don't know how many times you can rematch a boss, but I was up to the 3rd rematch on Chicken Griffin in my personal file, and I could not win. Like, he was so far out of my league, I don't even know what had happened. So I'm thinking this, guys, possibly. I definitely am going to finish this game's year before anything else, because there are festivals we have yet to see. But I have to wonder how much left of the game is something that's worth covering, like, in a day-to-day style, like what I'm doing with Tree of Tranquility. I'm doing that because that's kind of what Harvest Moon is anyway. I just don't want to show every single game day I play at Harvest Moon, because it just feels like it's, like, padding out. I already feel like I'm doing it enough in that game as it is, but I'm trying to finish that one. But part of me wants to know wonders if I should just do this on an on and off basis to kind of just make progress. The hard part is my life is busy enough that, excuse me, I got like hiccups all of a sudden, that I don't have the time to just devote to grinding through a game like I used to back when I was living with my dad, which is what I did for A Wonderful Life. So it's not something I really have a lot of time to devote with very little return in the thing. And at the same time, I also don't want to just keep redoing the same stuff over and over and over again for episodes. I mean, because I feel like it's cheating you guys out of actual good quality content. That's what it's kind of... So what I'm getting at is maybe what I'll do soon, after I finish the first game year of Rune Factory, is maybe do the rest of Rune Factory kind of on its own, like on the side, when I can get to it, and then, oh, that's not what I wanted to do, and then start the next Let's Play I wanted to do that was involving Rune Factory, Tides of Destiny. Then Tides of Destiny is a very different game. It would be much easier to play through and finish than this game, because the pacing is very, very different. And honestly, I feel like parts of me like that game better, but for different reasons. And if we ever get to play it some, like whenever we get to play it, you'll see why I look at them in such different ways. They're both amazing games, don't get me wrong, but Tides of Destiny scratches a different itch that this game doesn't. And I feel like the story is a little more compelling than this. It's still not a super compelling story, but it's better than this game's story. Not that this game was... Oh gosh, dang it. Let's do our super secret technique. Strafe walking. So yeah, just... if you guys would think you would like to... I know lots of you, both in old episodes and in new episodes, have been asking for Tides of Destiny for a long time, but because this takes up so much time as one game itself, and there are other games too that also take up a lot of time, I can't just do it because I can. I'd have to make room in, like, say, my schedule to play it. So if you wanted me to take a little bit of time off from this game, or just do this on the side, but not have to worry about making episodes of it regularly, but still moving forward to progress, I would play Tides of Destiny for you guys and get it started. Because it's something I've been wanting to play again recently, but I'm trying to hold off on playing it again until I start the Let's Play file of it. So, I mean, for those regular watchers of Rune Factory here, please let me know your opinions on the matter. I mean, I can keep playing this if that's what you guys want me to do. I mean, I'm not gonna stop playing it and stop making videos entirely, but it's like, is it something that I can still continue to keep interesting and keep myself interested in till we finish it up? That's the thing. I'm at least happy and proud that I finished the game, though. Well, like, the plot. That was something I was worried about, something I wanted to make sure was done in this Let's Play's time. And I'm glad that it is, because now it's come a lot further than most Let's Plays of this game have. I don't know if Mist is here, or she needs a day to respawn. I don't know how the programming of the game works like that. It's kind of weird. That's also, I guess, a reason why, I guess you guys have noticed, a lot of my Let's Plays recently have been blind Let's Plays. Like, almost all the Let's Plays that I've started brand new on the channel, like in the past year, almost have all been blind. Like, Resident Evil, I didn't finish it yet, or I haven't played it since last summer. That was blind. Stardew Valley's blind. Demi-Kids is blind. What else? The Spyro games were blind as well. I feel like the Spyro games were a very good experience to show off. Oh, I forgot about that little hole. A lot of Let's Plays in the past year have been made that were... Well, that's weird for my headphones. That were blind. The Harvest Moon games I've been doing... Tides of... Rune Factory Frontier. Wonderful Life. What was the last one? Tree of Tranquility. All of those are games I've already played before. Those are the longest running series on the channel right now. They're not really going, and they're not really going anywhere anytime soon.
Hello.
So, and then of course also last year, like a little earlier last year, there was also Minecraft. Minecraft was also blind. These are a bunch of games I wanted to play, but because of my work, it's like if I took time to play games casually too much, I would have no time to make videos. So I compromised with thinking, like, okay, let's do blind Let's Plays, so I can still make content, but at the same time, still play the games I want to play. And that's why I'm thinking, like, whenever I start doing Animal Parade, which is another highly requested game for those of you who may not be as big in the Tree of Tranquility comment section, people want to see that. And it's like, I haven't finished it yet, because I don't have time to play it, and it takes a long time to just devote to just casually playing it, so... At least of what I've learned. I'm only in the summer of that game. And I was playing it casually. It's because, I don't know, there's something about it that was just stressing me out. Too much Harvest Moon in my life, maybe, I'm not sure. Though, I enjoyed Story of Seasons, but then again, I kind of quickly became burned out on that as well. And I took a break from it.
Hello.
But it's probably because of Stardew Valley, to be honest. What? Dude! Tact! This! Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Svelte! That is not the button I meant to hit. Why is your towel glow? What am I doing? I'm trying to... Okay, apparently the C button also counts as the interact button. What am I even hitting the C button for anyway? That doesn't even do anything in this game, does it? I don't think it does. It's not supposed to. I was trying to hit... Why was I trying to hit it anyway? I don't remember. I don't know. Anyway. I feel like I bring up those topics a lot.
Wow, thank you.
It's because it's hard because I don't get a lot of feedback on that kind of stuff, because... Even when I did the update video, I think it got around 100 views. I'm not really caring about the number of views that update video had. More so concerned about the number of people that saw it. And now that I have like 1,200 people watching me, or at least subscribed anyway, that's a lot of people to cater to. So it's like, but no one gives me feedback. So I'm constantly asking for it. It's like my personal life, where it's like, my relationship stuff is unresolved, so I keep bringing it up because nothing's resolved. I mean, in a way. I mean, technically, in a way, it's resolved, but it's resolved negatively. It's not like... But yet, there's no closure involved with that right now. So it's like... That's why nothing... It's still the same, it feels like. Even after a year has passed, it doesn't feel like anything's improved. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off onto that little tangent, but, like... I'm not getting a lot of feedback... for the channel from anybody, so I'm still asking for it. I mostly get it from just a few select people, but like, if the rest of you guys that watch that don't comment on respond to these type of things, It's like your voices and opinions can't be heard on a subject. Wow, it's bright in here on my TV screen. For the game, I meant. What am I doing? This is the problem with the gold watering, the rainbow watering can. It's so weird. To be fair, it doesn't actually save me any time compared to the previous watering can upgrade. It just holds more water. I still have to take 4 attempts to get everything watered, so it really doesn't help much. But it's dang cool looking, though. I will have to say that you can't deny that the rainbow watering can is pretty cool looking. If you had a watering can look like that in real life, I think you'd be pretty proud of it. But that's just the thing. It's like, there are games that I want to play. I don't want to be playing the same ones forever. I do want to get them to good points before I leave them. Like this game, obviously, I'm not gonna stop until I've done everything I want to do in it. But when it comes to leaving it for a period on a break, I want to get it to a good spot. I don't want it to just feel like, oh, I stopped in the middle of it. Oh, they're gonna be worried. Oh, he's not gonna finish the game. Now that I've actually finished the plot, most of the major character things in this game have been addressed, other than marriage, really. And if I want to explore enough about the characters themselves, I gotta wait, not get married as soon as possible, and have to kind of draw it out for the viewership. To draw it out so that way the viewers can see all the character development. Because there's character development even I haven't seen. Like there's supposedly Selfie's story is pretty interesting, but like I never got to hear it. But you know, that's just kind of the thing. It's a long commitment. This is a long game. I mean, we're already almost to 100 parts here. I haven't had a Let's Play on my channel reach 100 videos yet. Rune Factory is probably going to be the first. I mean, to be honest, it's almost like a neck-and-neck race for Rune Factory, Tree of Tranquility, and Wonderful Life's it's kind of far behind at this point, but it's still in the running for the longest Let's Play. It's like the 3rd longest at least right now. I haven't had a Let's Play that long before. It's like I don't want it to just go on forever. I mean, like, because then it's like I can't do something new. And here's a thought, like, for you guys, like, that would be playing your own games. Why did I water these? Would you guys seriously think you would play the same game for such a long time religiously like this? I mean, it'd be one thing if it was your first experience, but I played the game before, so it's not new to me. It's not like I'm experiencing something for the first time. There is stuff I can experience new in this game, but I've seen a lot of stuff through cutscenes online and things like that long before it was even Let's Play. So it's like, this was a game I always wanted to do, but it's like, it's a game that also feels kind of tiring to continue. But then again, a lot of my Let's Plays feel like that after they've gone on too long. They feel tiring, even though they're not fully finished. You guys still love them and you watch them. I can tell that by the view difference between this and something else. But it's like, I don't know, it's kind of draining on me. It's like part of me wants to take a break from this game. Part of me also feels like I took too many breaks from this game because of life being in the way. But it's like, where's the point where you're just like, okay, what's more important, what the viewers want or what you want to do? It's like, it's like the thing. It's like the difficult struggle. If I was like a professional Let's Player, where I'm making like hundreds of dollars a month or something or more, it would be my job and I would be devoting myself to what you guys want to see. But like that's not what the case is right now. This is putting my limited free time into making videos because it's something I enjoy doing, even sometimes where it's stressful. What am I over here for? I need to actually work back. So I probably should stop rambling on that, because that's not really what you guys want to keep hearing about. That's like, I don't know. I mean, trust me, you guys would love to see Tides of Destiny. Anybody who has not seen it or heard of it, I did an episode of the first impressions on Tides of Destiny. It was a 40-minute episode, but it covered most of the tutorial or the beginning of the game. And it gives you a fair amount of both the action of the game and the characters of the game enough to get you hooked. And it's a good game. Oh, wait, hold on. We have to whale. Raguna. Whale! My body feels much lighter now. I can feel the spirits returning to me. I don't know what is happening, but I suppose the problem has been solved. Now I can swim in the skies without any more worries. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my being. Okay. Does this still do anything? Now, see, this is something now that we've seen the end of the game I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about, because it's not... I'm not sure, because, like, if you remember all the way back in Episode 2, I think is what it was. Maybe Episode 3. I don't remember exactly. But this thing, when we interact with it, sent out lights through the sky. Now, what I wonder, did this go out to the maidens that were destined to grow the flowers? Or was those maybe scattering the crystal flower seeds that we needed? That's something I'm not sure about. But I remember, unless I'm remembering wrong, but I remember there being a light show involving that rock. So, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's like... But yeah, if anyone who doesn't know what Tides of Destiny is, which is another Rune Factory game on a home console, though interestingly enough, it was on both the Wii and the PS3. And I actually was thinking about getting the PS3 version, but I've later found out there's like very little difference in the controls. And the Wii version was cheaper, so that's the one I got. Maybe in the end, hardware stuff in HD probably would have looked better on the PlayStation 3 than the Wii. But the Wii's the one I ultimately ended up getting because I wanted to have familiar controls like compared to this game. And the controls in this game are very similar to that of Tides of Destiny. The games are probably built on a similar engine or however that is. So, if you guys would like me to take a break from this and do this like on the side, like kind of behind the scenes where I skip stuff, but not necessarily have an episode all the time, let me know. I still need to do the optional boss fight, the optional boss story fight with Iris. So I still have to do that. But after that, probably, would that be okay with you guys? Would that be something you'd like to see? Because I know a lot of you want to see it in general, so I know it would be popular. But, like, that's the thing. Anyway, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the irises should be here. We kind of want to see them after the whole crisis happened. Oh, the music is still this. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, here they are. It's tacted in.
Good evening.
Sup? Maybe the monsters. Are we, like, stuck in a limbo right now where the game hasn't realized, like, the world has been saved even though the whale reacted? I don't know. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Maybe a few more things will trigger next episode, or the next day in the game. Because, you know, something was supposed to happen, I think. I don't know. Who cares? Excuse me. I don't know where that yawn came from. I'm kind of tired today. I was up really late last night. I ended up seeing the Force Awakens with a friend of mine last night. She rented it, and we watched it. And it was pretty good. I mean, I can see how Star Wars fans, like the really hardcore ones, would be off-put by it. I was off-put by some of the things in it. But, like, it wasn't a bad movie. And if it wasn't having to... It felt like it paid too many homages to older Star Wars movies. So it felt like it was having a hard time being its own thing. And people also said it felt like a Star Wars fan fiction. I could see that, especially with some kind of the misdirection with some of the directing, with some of the characters. It was still a good movie, though. It wasn't horrible. The action, when they had it, was really good. We don't come here very often.
Hey, good evening.
If I ever feel like I'm doing something unusual, it probably has something to do with some kind of event I'm trying to trigger. I don't really want to talk about it. The whole thing with like just the mist flower, I didn't know how to segue to that at all.
Good evening. The day's just getting started.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're telling me. I haven't seen Mist anywhere, so it's like, I wonder if like she's home, or if the game hasn't put her back in the game yet.
Welcome.
How does that dress work? I'm sorry, I don't mean to stare, but it's like it's even easier to notice on the TV like this. Well, that was weird. I got moved, and I'm cutting her through her dress. Oh well. I'm sure that's not important at all, and it all related to what I was trying to do. Oh, cool. We can knock on Eunice's door now. That's pretty cute.
Good evening. Dad was being yelled at by Mom again the other day.
Oh, really? It's so whipped. I don't think I really pieced together when he said that in previous attempts at talking what that really was meaning, because I must have misread it and misinterpreted it in my own head. But no, Turner's kind of like he's not the boss of his family. Not that this is necessarily a problem. No one seems to be in. Are we sure about that? I can't see. Whoa! Strawberry! I never did figure out what the turnip room was for, but I was pretty sure I knew. But I never have actually seen it in my own games, so that's something that will be different when we get to it. I believe it has something to do with getting some of the characters up really high in friendship. And some characters are super hard to do, like Bianca. Bianca's a whole time issue. Sometimes I just wish that I could make this game go faster. I could just BS my way through it and skip through days, but then again, it's like, it doesn't feel like the right way to do things. It's like, it kind of bugs me. So yeah, I guess what I'll do, I'm going to help Impact cut the logs. I guess that'll probably do it for this episode of Rune Factory Frontier. Please let me know how you guys feel about a different Let's Play. Because, I mean, I do want to play something different, and I don't want to keep playing to this point where I'm burnt out. I also still want to continue to produce content for you guys. And if I have to get to the point where I have to skip a lot of stuff behind the scenes for this game, it's going to start to feel like it's dragging on to me. And it's going to probably make it much less fun for me to record. It's been fun for me to record recently, but I don't know. Maybe it's also because of everything with life going on. It's just a lot of stuff to do in my own free time. Maybe if I had more free time, I would be a little more compliant to it. But if I like I said, if I do a different Rune Factory Let's Play with the other game, I do promise that I would at least finish out this game's year first before I did that. So at least that way you guys have seen an entire game year, even if I didn't show you every single day. Because then that would be 120 videos. But if you think, 120 days, and if you think about it, we're already close enough to 100 days anyway. If you think about it, I haven't skipped a whole lot of content, so there, that's just the thing. Keep that in mind when you guys give me your feedback, if you do. So that'll do it for this episode of Rune Factory Frontier. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys will join me in the next episode. Don't mind me, I'm going to continue to just grate ether these things into oblivion for like another 10 seconds. Bye!